energy, and we're gonna tap into some love. I said it. Love. The thunder is rolling in. Let's cleanse your energy as well here. And let that burn away. Whew. Let's see. I want to pop open this Tangled Love deck. Let's see. Holy Spirit, what is going on in this Tangled Love? Ooh, ooh. All these girls want to be out. They want to be out. They want to come out to play. Yes, yes, yes. Let's see if I can shuffle this way. So we're about to see what's going on with this Tangled Love situation. Okay. So Holy Spirit, hey you guys. Ooh, I'm seeing some ODs in the chat. Hey y'all. Some of my OGs. All right, let's go on with this Tangled Love. I told y'all the girls are trying to come out and play today. Ooh, jeez. Y'all saw how the game out. Let's see. Teamwork Love. Okay, not bad for the first card. Not bad. It says, together through it all, partnership, we got this. Okay. Somebody working together. Look. All hearts and minds are clear. Clear mind, clear heart. Insight, clarity, and truth. Okay, this is actually looking really good. Right time, right place. Okay, so we got right place, right time. This is beautiful. Alignment, divine timing, and meant to be. Wow, so it's like somebody gained some insight on this love situation and they want to come in, baby, and they want to work as a team. Okay, it's teamwork love, not just any old kind of love, not no 80-20 love. It's teamwork love. Okay, we hand in hand all the way because both of our minds and both of our hearts are clear. This is the energy, and it's leading right to a higher level of commitment. Right place, right time. We're in alignment. It's divine timing. It's meant to be, baby. Let's see. Hello from Turkey. Hello from Turkey. So let's see, because this has got me a little interested. I'm a little interested. They say teamwork make the dream work. Okay. Okay, what do we have here? We have the Ten of Wands, and we have the Sun. Look, stress, hard work, effort, sacrifice, burdens over it, walking away, and willpower. It's like somebody knows that this is not gonna be easy here. Getting to this sweet point in a relationship, it's not going to be easy. But somebody is willing to do the work here. Somebody is even willing to sacrifice, okay, to have that teamwork with you, to come together with you through it all, not some of it. Somebody wants to go through every step with you. We got the Ten of Wands. They willing to carry the load. They really, ooh, I can't talk. They're ready to carry the load, okay? It doesn't matter how much it is. They like, put it on me. Okay, it's the energy. Put it on me, baby. They ready. Because they like, look, I got joy with you, so I'm all in. I'm all in. It don't matter, baby. What you want me to do? What you want me to do? You want me to crack the eggs for you? You want me to crack the eggs? What you want me to do, baby? I got you. That's the energy. Somebody is like, they doing their big one. Okay? Somebody had to do some thinking. Somebody had to get their mind right and get their heart right. So let's see. Let's see what's going on with this love. Oh yeah, we got the Two of Swords. Indecision, strategize, choice, yes or no, options, confusion. Oh yeah, they was confused. So this is why they had to go and get their mind and their heart right, because they was confused here. They wasn't sure. Somebody wasn't sure, but they damn sure now, okay? Okay, they damn sure now. If they wasn't sure before, they're sure now. Best believe it. Well, let's see. Whew. We got two want to come out. We got the Devil and the Hermit. Toxic attachment, fixated, karmic ties, temptation, lies, illusions, confusions, and control freak, hermit, introvert, meditation, higher perspective, spiritualist, unique, alone, and soul searching. So it's like the energy is night and day. Literally, the energy is night and day. They go from this. Look, you see how this is. You see how the splatters is all over the place. But when you look this way, it's clean. Okay, it's clean. It's clear. Right? It paints a clearer picture. So that's the energy. Somebody had to clear their mind. They had to get rid of some people around them, because whoever these control freaks is in their life that's coming with the toxic attachments and their illusions and lies, this person cleared them out. They cleared them out. Oh yeah, and you look, you got the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. They cleared them out because they wanted to bring something to you. Ooh, look, I was asking in my head, what did they want to bring? And this popped out. We got strength. We got strength. A brave heart, regalness, strong will, independence, end game, confidence, and power. This person saying, look, this is it for me. I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm where I want to be. I have seen the light, and you are it. Is the energy. I have seen the light, and you are it. You said, what cards are these? It's let me show you. They're tarot cards. It's a tarot deck. It's called Neon Awakening. That's the deck. They are pretty. They're very pretty. We have the Two of Wands. Look, planning, moving forward. This is person energy. Planning, moving forward, decision, options, progress, travel, discovery, and partnership. So it's like they mind made up. I got my mind made up and I won't turn back. Cause I'm gonna see my Jesus someday. Okay. This person got their mind made up. These cards keep coming out like a money machine. See how they keep sliding out? Like a money machine. Like you pull one ticket. Okay. Hierophant. Hierophant energy. Look, education, religion, spiritual guidance, tradition, marriage, teacher, and advice. Okay? Yes, this person wants love and happiness. Come on now. Love and happiness. This person wants to be in this happy connection with you, this happy commitment. Okay? And they could very well see you as someone who's very in tune with your spirituality. Okay? Look, they may think you're a little crazy, but they still love you. All right? They're like, my baby just be doing stuff, but I don't even care. Look, the Emperor. The Emperor is coming through. Father, leader, boss, money maker, conqueror, head of household, decision maker, wise counsel. So this person has leveled up their energy here. For sure. This person has leveled up in their energy. Like, I don't see, it's so many major arcana out here. I got Hierophant. I got Sun. I got the Emperor out here. I got the Hermit. I got Devil. And I got Strength. Other than that, I have the Two of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. A 360. We have the Five of Wands coming out. Challenges, obstacles, fights, petty arguments, drama, resistance, and jealousy. So it's like this person is coming in, you know how the fighters, they come in the ring and they be ready, like they hit their gloves together and stuff like that. They be ready. Like they be ready for the fight. They be ready for the challenge. You know what I'm saying? Like beforehand, they be even talking they little junk or whatever before they swing the first swing. You know what I'm saying? So this person is ready to get in the ring with you now. They're ready to get in the ring with you now because they feel like they at your level now. Somebody feel like they match your energy now. Like, okay, yeah, I see where you was going with that. Now I'm coming with it. I'm coming with it. Yeah, I missed out before with the 4 cups at the bottom of the deck, but I ain't gonna miss out no more. This popped out too. What do we got? We got the Knight of Swords. Oh, yeah. They rushing in. They rushing in the ring. Quick communication, rapid action, harsh words, reckless, intelligent, and confident. Oh, yeah, this person has a whole new confidence about themselves now. Look, they got some order in their energy. They got some order. Because, see, you remember the devil energy is just all over the place. And now, look. They got it together. They did. They got their energy together. And now they ready to come flex. Believe that. Somebody ready to come and flex. The new them. The new them. They're ready to come and flex. Whoo. We have the Magician. Okay, little abracadabra. What we got? The Two of Pentacles. And a 7 of Wands. The 7 of Wands. Man. Look, this person is like, look, I got it. Whatever come towards me, I'm ready. I got it. I know what to do. I got the recipe. I am the problem solver. I can balance out anything that comes towards this relationship. They ready to defend this relationship. They're ready for this. They're ready to defend this relationship. This could be a person who didn't defend this relationship before. And if you haven't been with this person before, then this is someone who is wanting to come in and will defend this relationship, because in the past that may have been somewhere where they saw they were lacking, while in their moment of solitude, getting their mind right. You know what I'm saying? Clearing their mind and their heart. Then we got the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Okay, there is victory. Victory. Baby, they want to put you on a pedestal. They literally see you on a pedestal. It's like, baby, you number one. You numero uno. Oh, the others cannot compete because they do not compare. We got the Hangman. Hangman. When I tell you they have a different perspective when it comes to sacrifice, a person means, a person knows what it means now to sacrifice and let things go and learn when to be quiet, right? When to let the suspense build. So a person is learning a lot here. A person is learning a lot for sure. So it's like they feel like this is why they feeling like they matching your energy, because this is how they see you. They see you as this kind of person, the person who sacrifices, right? Sacrifices winning arguments, right? Sacrifices the petty things. They just let things, they see you as a person who just let things go. Okay? So it's like they're copying that energy. Okay? I want to know, what did you do? Like, it may not necessarily. I want to know, like, what was the, like, what happened? Like, what happened for them to all of a sudden want to come in, though? That's my question. Ooh. And the question was answered. Let's see what the answer is. We got the Three of Swords and the Nine of Swords. Okay. That makes sense. So this person dealt with some type of betrayal that really broke their heart here. Okay. Could have been a third party situation or whatever the case is, but wherever this person is coming from, it's a place of hurt. Heartbreak, sadness, betrayal, stabbed in the back, third party situation. Okay. Grim ending. And then you have the Nine of Swords. Remember, I asked what happened for this person to want to come back in this energy all of a sudden. It says restlessness. I was going to say relentless. But it says restlessness, fear, nightmares, anxiety, worry, no action taken, helpless, and upset. So this person just been, is like in limbo, just about. Can't sleep, okay? Not doing anything when they're awake. They upset and anxious. They worried about everything. They done got betrayed. They done got their heart broke. People turning on them, changing on them, flipping on them, reversing, whatever. Okay, flipping and reversing, if you want to put it that way. All on them. And putting them in third party situations. It's like they head spinning. Literally. It's like this person's head is spinning. They don't know which way is up, which way is down. So this person has really gone through a very traumatic moment in their life. And they like, I can't breathe. Like, this energy is just suffocating me. I can't breathe. Like, they got on a whole gas mask. Okay? Like, do you know how bad of a situation you got to be in to put on the gas mask? Whew. Because all the toxic energy around, you trying to breathe through all the toxicity around you. Whew. Tough is what I say. That gotta be tough. I'm talking about, like, I can hear the person head pounding. Okay? Head pounding so hard it sounds like a heartbeat. You got the Eight of Swords. I'm talking about head on 1,000. And these is all swords here that's coming out for what happened. Okay? What happened? Three of Swords, Nine of Swords, Eight of Swords. Sword, sword, sword. This person getting sliced and diced all every which way. Okay? I'm just seeing like a person just getting just nicked and nicked and nicked and nicked and nicked and nicked all over with a sword here. All over. And you got the Eight of Swords. This person is so hurt. Like, it's like they're they went through a really dark time. I mean, this is like Dark Night of the Soul times 2. Literally for this person. Look, then look how the face dark. Even the face dark. This person had to go through a dark night of the soul, but it's like they went through like a double dark night of the soul. They didn't just go through dark night of the soul. It's like it was double for this person. It was double for this person because that was their judgment for whatever it is that they did. A double dark night of the soul was their justice. Look, I said justice. It was their judgment. Okay, it was their judgment and it was justice. Come through. Justice was being served. They just went on the positive side of it is the energy here. But with the Eight of Swords, I'm talking about this person is just whew, all in their head. Replaying over and over again. One false move and they hurt. One false move and this person be hurt. So what's going on here, Spirit? Okay, because we see what happened to make this person come in. Okay. So what is it about the collective? Look, I was going to say, what is it about the collective that made this person want to come back to the collective? Okay, we got the Six of Wands come out. Six of Wands coming out. Okay, they're coming back to the collective because they see the collective as very victorious. Okay, a person who's always winning, always getting good news, always in good energy, always got some progress. Okay, a person who is adored by other people, a person who's liked by other people. Okay, and people recognize this person as a person who has favor is the energy here. Okay, yeah. That's why they want to come back to the collective. Why else? What else is it about the collective that makes them want to come back? We got the Page of Cups. It says sensitivity, message of love, fantasy, pregnancy, surprise, and admiring emotional. Because they see that the collective is the person, okay, they have a very pure, okay, is giving the energy like a very innocent kind of love is the energy. A person who's very sensitive, who knows how to deal with other people's sensitivities, who can recognize the sensitivity that other people have. Okay? A person who is just free and fun-loving. Okay, with that childlike energy with the Page of Cups coming out anyway. Okay? Look, and we got big justice at the bottom of the deck. They want to come back to the collective because the collective is justice. Justice in a cup. That's why. Look, and we got the Fool coming back out. Okay? A free spirit, the collective is a free spirit. The collective doesn't let anything bound them. They take the risk. They take the risk they need to take. They take the leap wherever they need to take it to. Yeah, the collective is a free thinker. They don't let anybody think for them. That's why they're going back there, because they want to learn more. It's like this person is intrigued by you. It's how it's coming out. They're intrigued by you. They're intrigued by who you are as a person is the energy. They're intrigued by this. They want to learn more. So that's why they're going to be right there with you, working as a team, because they want to learn. They want to learn. You see that? They like, look, now is the better time, isn't it? And the spirit team is just letting them know, like, yeah, right time, right place. Okay, yeah, we'll allow it. We'll allow it this time. It's the right time. It's the right place. We'll allow it. So it's coming in. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. Look, Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So they know, they know the collective is not even gonna play, y'all. Hey, Gigi. They know the collective not even gonna play with the Queen of Swords. Like, it's like, don't come playing, cause look, you want to be a team player. Okay, well, you're gonna have to take constructive criticism then, team player. Don't cry when the truth come. I don't want to hear it when the truth come, cause you know I got a low tolerance for the BS. I have a low tolerance for ignorance, for unnecessary things. Okay, the collective is like, baby, don't play with me because I don't have time. Okay, I don't have time. Say, ain't nothing gonna be. Oh, come on, Gigi. You always come through with the energy, and I love it. But this person is coming to bring this cup to you because, baby, they see you. They like, okay, well, I see you, queen. I see you, queen. But you know what? I can match that. I can match that. So you better be able to take constructive criticism too. So this is somebody who coming in. I'm telling you, they trying to match your energy here. This is a person who feels like they can match your energy. Okay. Yeah, because look, it's like they have been high, they done been low. Okay, but this last low that they felt, they don't want to feel that no more. It made them see everything different. Okay, they regretted losing you. So now it's like, I don't want to be no outsider. Like, I see what I got to do, so I'm going to just do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just do it. Because I don't want to fight anymore with the Four Swords. I don't want to fight anymore. Just give me my Empress at this point. Where is my Empress? Look, and we got the High Priestess coming through confirming what we're saying. Like, yup, that's how they was. That's how they was too. I'm telling you, this person is coming back in a Three of Pentacles energy. Like, friend, where have you been? Look, nobody knows me like you do. No. I'm telling you, they want to come back and work with you. Okay, they want to come back and work with you. Look at this big old tree, big old colorful tree. They want to be a family. A family. Okay. They trying to come back into your energy for shizzle. My nizzle. Ooh. What's going on? What's going on in the energy? Look, it's a neon awakening. It's a neon awakening. That's what's going on. It's a neon, and it's two cards. Temperance. Come through with the come through. Spirit. It's a neon awakening. TF. Twin flame reunion. Okay. Twin flame reunion alerts. 1, divine union, submission and control, complete and life purpose. Oh yeah, this person definitely sees you as their twin flame. They like, look, the only mess I want to make, baby, is with you. If you catch my drift. Okay, they don't want to make this kind of mess no more. They don't want this kind of mess no more. Okay? They want this kind. The best kind of mess. The kind of mess that eats the stress kind of mess. That's the only kind of mess they want. They want all on your face. Look, we're going to put this card down. It's a little hot there. Ooh, that's a little hot card there. I'm talking about Queen of Wands energy. Come on now. We talking about passion, baby. We talking about fire, baby. That's what we talking about. Okay? Sexy lover. Don't ask no questions. Whoo, what just came out? Oh, and don't forget we have the temperance. Don't forget that we have the temperance here. Let's not forget we have the temperance with the alchemy, balance, healing, transformation, patience, options, and moderation. Okay, this person is making better choices. They're doing things in moderation so that they can have a clear head when they're making decisions. Okay. Said, I don't know if they can get past my ancestors. I might consider it. Okay, Gigi. Hey, eyes. Hey, eyes. Look, the Five of Cups. Look, betrayal, loss, depression, sadness, separation, lonely, breakup, and regret. Ooh, so I'm telling you, this person, it's the balance for me. It is the balance for me. This is a person who never, ever, ever wants to go back to this. They never want to go back to this Five of Cups energy. Period. Period. Ooh, and we have the moon at the bottom of the deck. Ooh, what's being hidden? So I guess Spirit is finna tell us why? Why they never want to go back? Why, Spirit? What is that? Oh, this is why. It says Ten of Swords. I couldn't even see it for real at first, but I see it now. The Ten of Swords. This is why they never want to go back to this. They never want to go back to the Five of Cups because it's the Ten of Swords. It's the Ten of Swords. Okay? It don't feel good. It hurt. Okay? Ain't nothing there but betrayal and pain. Okay? It's just a painful ending. Numbness. Okay? Internal suffering. And no help in the Ten of Swords. It's no helping. It's no helping the Ten of Swords. Once you get there, it's over with. It's over with. It's a hard knock life. That's facts, Gigi. It is a hard knock life. For them, okay? Look, we got the Ten of Cups, though. This is what they are wanting, okay? Or this is also why they don't want to go back to the Five of Cups. It's like, why go back to the Five of Cups when I can double what I have with the collective? And now we got 10 of them things. You put my 5 with whatever you know what I'm saying? We really got more than 10 for real. But tarot stop at 10. Okay? Who knows? Maybe you might have been in the Five of Cups missing this person, suffering a loss, regret, whatever the case. Who knows what energy the collective be in? Because sometimes we be lying to ourselves. We be lying to ourselves sometimes, trying to be strong or whatever. Trying to be strong, okay? But what's a lioness without a lion? What's a lioness without a lion? Who's going to protect, okay? Who's going to stop the stragglers from just coming in and taking what they want and going? Who? Like who? Said can't go 50-50 with no hoe. Ooh. 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 Y'all know what song that come from? Ooh. 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 Mount Everest ain't got shit on me. Come on now. And we have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands. Action. Go-getter. Funny, lustful, daring, driven, adventurous, quick moving, and flirty. Oh, yeah. They want all the smoke with you. The Ten of Cups and the Knight of Wands. Baby, it's passion, it's happiness, it's family. It says marriage, stability, security. Okay, all these it is, okay? Happy family, fairy tale ending, home, and a lasting relationship is the main thing. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. A lasting relationship, for sure. Numero uno. I'm talking about this person is happy. Don't be surprised this person, like, you might just find the person, like, just doing little random dances and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That be the energy, a little random dancing. Okay? Look, 3 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Right as I talk about some random dancing, this person might just want to shake a little tail, fella. Okay? Okay? You might be watching your show, they just standing there just gyrating. Whew. What's going on, Spirit? Okay. So we see, okay, this person had to go through some things. Okay, they had to learn some lessons. Okay, they had to learn some lessons to get to a blessing. Okay, because they see all that they can have with you. And they want it with you. They want it with you. They see everything they can have with you and they want it with you. They want it with you. But baby, it's looking like you want it too. Because you wouldn't be trying to be working as a team with this person. Okay, you would have closed them off at the door. Okay, you would have stopped them at the door if that was the case. Okay, but I guess your mind and your heart must be clear too. Page of Swords. Oh yeah, huh? Oh, you curious, huh? Oh, it's the what if, okay? Oh, what if we? What if he? What if, you know? It's just one of them things, right? So you've been daydreaming about this person. You might have been doing a little social media stalking yourself. You might have been trying to be a little nosy and see what this person got going on. Okay, watching everything they post. Okay, and then looking for any little subliminal messages. You may have. Okay, but one thing you smart though. You ain't no dummy because you knew not to accept this person in this energy. You knew not to accept this person in this energy. You knew that if this person wanted to come back, then they first had to come back correct. Okay? They had to come back correct. Okay? And yes, I did just roll my R. Okay? Because I'm feeling like I'm missing something. All right. Let's see what we got here. Judgment. Strong judgment. Powerful judgment. And you know, that's what a person needs sometimes to start that rebirth. Start that rebirth. So you ain't got to pop out because they going to find you. Come on now. Come on now. Look, that's what a person needs here. Sometimes a person need that judgment to fall down on their head. They need to go through that karma, okay, for them to reinvent themselves, right? For that ascension to come through, that rebirth energy. Sometimes that's what they need. Look, but it's all justice at the end of the day. It's all justice at the end of the day. Judgment ain't nothing but justice. Judgment ain't nothing but justice in progress. Did something flip? So what else we need to know about this situation to close it on out, Spirit? What else we need to know about the situation to close it on out, sir? Because the cards are on the table, and they are on the table. Okay. We got the Seven of Swords, and we got the Three of Wands. So there's some sort of deception here. Okay? It's like, it's almost like this person, like, man, I betrayed myself. Like, I tricked myself out of expansion. Okay? I tricked myself out of expansion. It's like it was waiting on them. It was waiting on them, right? But they tricked themselves out of it. So it's like they're telling this to other people, so other people don't fall prey to the same thing. Just because something looks good doesn't mean it is good. See, got to be more careful because they say everything that glitter ain't gold. Okay? Look, Eight of Wands, baby, take the message. Take the message as it's being communicated. This is a lesson about karma. This is talking about karma, okay? But not just karma, but how you can tilt the scale back. How you can get justice after you've gone through karma. See, the thing about karma is once you go through your karma, then it's like a clean slate. You get a clean slate, essentially, right? So you do this, that's a negative action towards a positive action. Now you're stuck with that negative action, okay? Because a negative plus a negative is negative, so that's negative back to you. What is that? Negative? How you go? A negative times a negative is a negative. Mm, mm, mm. Y'all tell me I ain't no math whiz, but you know what I'm saying? I thought a negative and a positive is a negative, okay? And a negative is a positive. So it balances out. If I'm negative and you negative, then we equally negative. So it's all good, right? But if you negative, I'm negative, it's an imbalance there. And somebody gonna have to pay for that negativity. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna have to pay for that negativity. And it ain't gonna be the person who's positive. The negative going back to the negative. Okay. Ooh, look at these cards flying out. We got the Ace of Swords. That's truth. Okay, so I must be on the right track because my spirit team said I am. So don't come for me. Okay, because my spirit team did not send for you. All right. So we have the Knight of Pentacles here. Okay, this talks about a solid offer. It says stagnant energy, patience, hardworking, responsible, slow moving, and persistent. So this is going back to what I was saying about karma here. Okay. You said 2 O's. Them 3 O's. We don't do that. You're so funny. But look, this is definitely going back to that energy. Just because something looks good, right then and there does not mean that it is good for you. Okay, like sometimes you have to be patient with things. You have to let things unfold and unravel, right, before you make a final judgment. Because you don't know, you could literally be passing up a solid offer. So now you passed up this solid offer. Now you have to go through this whirlwind of things, this whirlwind of karma, just because you passed up a solid offer and you did it in a way that was distasteful. Okay, you did it in a way that stirred up somebody's spirit team. They didn't like that. So they had to come for you because you sent for them when you sent all that negative energy to that person. Say you could have left quietly. You could have left quietly. You could have left peacefully. But you chose to make a lot of noise and break hearts and all that extra stuff before you left. So you gotta know that it's coming back. But you know, everybody gotta learn. Everybody has to learn at some point. You know what I'm saying? But you didn't let that stop you from sitting in this loving energy here. You didn't let that stop you from being a understanding, loving, sensitive person. It says mother, psychic, empathetic, loyal, loving, obsessive, caring, family oriented, and emotional. That's that Queen of Cups energy. Okay? And we have the Eight of Pentacles here. Yeah, this person wants to work hard on this relationship. Look, they want to work hard on this relationship because they see that it's abundant with the King of Pentacles energy coming out. Okay, let me show them to you. We got the Eight of Pentacles. We got the King of Pentacles. And we got the Lovers. Okay. And we got the Three of Cups right underneath that. It's like this person is understanding that love is meant to be celebrated, right? Having a partnership, being in love, being in a committed relationship, right? Harmonized relationship, okay? It's an emphasis on that, right? It's like it's meant to be celebrated, okay? Making choices with each other. Just being in love, baby, okay? It's meant to be celebrated. Love is a beautiful thing. All you need is love. Said without love, there is no trust. And without trust, there is no love. And jealousy would drive you mad. 8 of Wands. Message. Message. Did you hear the message? So this is giving me like that encore energy. Like, say it again, girl. Say it again. Okay? Without trust, there is no love. And jealousy will drive you mad. What is that? Wanted to pop over. Oh, look at that. 2 of Cups. 2 peas in a pod. Look at that. 2 peas in a pod. Like the country folks say. Soulmate connection. In love. Union. Harmony. Happy relationship. Friends. And dare I say the last one. Reconciliation. So you could definitely be reconciling with a person who pretty much was like a lover and a friend. You know, you could be reconciling with that sort of energy. And at the bottom of the deck, we got the 9 and 10 of Pentacles here. Okay? Because you're a very self-sufficient person. But at the end of the day, you still want that family dynamic. Okay? You still want that. You still want that equal give and take. You still want that. Okay? You still want that. That friendship. Okay? And this could just be talking about somebody from the past. Like literally here. All these cards. Is there any more messages, Spirit? He said, I keep hearing about reconciliation. I want someone new. Hey, at the end of the day, if somebody come back to reconcile, you ain't got to take them back, you know. It's just, you know, sometimes Spirit is just trying to let you know not to harden your heart, because sometimes a person has to learn their lesson. Everybody has to learn their lesson eventually. And you never know. You might have very well been the catalyst that sparked a change in somebody. So it's like the person, just imagine, the person who screw you over the hardest, okay, and they go through, they pretty much go through like, they karma, let's say that, okay, they pretty much go through their karma, they learn all these life lessons. You best believe you're going to be the first person on their mind, because you were the first person that showed them genuine love. But you don't have to take somebody back if you don't want them back. But just know that that's not going to stop Spirit from bringing this person back around to you just because you don't want them. You know, you can always say no. You say you learn it in time to move on. They got to learn. Yeah. But that's the thing. You know, we say that they got to move on and they got to learn. But once a person actually does move on, and once they actually learn, are you going to actually have a forgiving heart to be able to allow the person back after they have learned the lesson? That's the question. Because we can say all day, they need to do this and they need to do that. Okay, they did all that. Now it's your move. What you gonna do? Okay? Have you learned to be forgiving? Have you learned to have an open heart? Okay? Or did you let what you went through harden your heart to not let anything else through? Nobody says you have to get back with them. That's the thing. Nobody says you have to get back with them. But the thing is, you never know. You know, it's like, at the end of the day, like I said, it's your choice because it's your life. You don't have to get back with anybody you don't want to get back with. You don't. If you don't want to get back with a person, you don't have to get back with them. Nobody's putting a gun to your head and saying you have to take them back. I'm just saying, if you tell a person that they need to learn a lesson, okay, before you ever think about you need to learn your lesson. Okay, say they learn a lesson. Now what? Are you giving them a chance? No. Okay, that's fine. You don't have to, because the lesson was learned. The lesson, you did your part, the lesson was learned. Now, albeit you could very well go off and have the greatest life ever with this person because y'all both have learned a lesson. So now you operating with a person who has learned a lesson versus going out into a world and meeting somebody new who you got to start the process all over again with. That's just something to consider, you know? But it's different strokes for different folks because some people have crossed the line that can't be reversed. You know what I'm saying? Some people do cross the line that cannot be reversed. And for those people, access is denied. Like you said, access is denied. But for the ones who maybe it was just more so of a miscommunication than you crossed the line and the point of no return, for those people who is just a miscommunication, then that's just what it is, just a miscommunication. And if we can actually have an adult conversation, you know, if we can have an adult conversation and come to the conclusion that there were some assumptions I made, there were some assumptions you made, but this is what the truth was, and we see that my truth wasn't really the actual truth. You know what I'm saying? And they realized their truth wasn't actually the real truth. So now you get to put the truth together. Okay? And it conquers all the lies that y'all assumed and conjured up in your own minds about each other. But people do, let me say this, okay, for the ones in the back, okay? There are people out there who do like foul things, okay? There are people out there who do foul things. And in a scenario like that, well, like I said, if a person does something to you to the point where they cannot return to you, okay, well, any type of advancement towards you is null and void, then so let it be said, so let it be done. Because there are going to be some cases like that where somebody does something past the point of return, okay? Or they even say something that's past the point of return. That's very well possible. But at the same time, that's not everybody's situation. And they will. And a lot of times in a situation like that, a person won't even really come back towards you. Most of the time, they don't even, because they already know, like, I'm not even finna waste my time. You know what I'm saying? Unless you just got one of them coconuts. You know what I'm saying? And if you got a coconut, then you need a restraining order too. Because, you know, people are people at the end of the day. But, you know, your spirit team will throw some people out your energy if they feel like, hey, then nah, this ain't good for you or nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But yeah, but at the end of the day, for the ones who still open, and for the ones who still, you know what I'm saying? Because this is giving the energy like, this is like two people who still think about each other. You know what I'm saying? This is this kind of energy that came out today. Two people who still thinking about each other that want a reconnection. But at the same time, it could be two people who went through two messed up situations who find each other and come together. Right? It said, was it a loss or a win? And that's only a question that you can answer at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. But all I'm saying is, you know, once a person has been made aware that their actions was causing friction in a relationship, and it's not anything damning, right? That condemns them from your energy for eons, you know what I'm saying? From this lifetime to the next, okay. If it ain't a situation like that, you know what I'm saying? I would be willing. I would be willing to take back a ex who I felt didn't cross that kind of line. You know what I'm saying? Didn't cross the line of no return, right? I would take an ex back if I feel like they actually learned a lesson. Because at the end of the day, whether you deal with somebody old or new, you still gonna have to watch them and see who they are. You still gonna have to deal with them and see who they are. You still gonna have to communicate and see who they are. Okay? But if a person has changed, if an old person comes back in new energy, it's a difference than an old person coming back around in the same old energy, and now you back in the same old cycle. It's a difference. People do change. Say his loss, your gain. It's a win when you choose yourself and learn the lesson. Everybody will have to face it and have the strength to walk away. Big time. I hear you. I hear you. And in your situation, that may very well be the case for you. But everybody gonna be different. You know, some people, it's a lot of people that feel the same way you do. And it's a lot of people that is gonna give that person another chance because they feel like they actually did the work. Some people do the work. Some people do change. Like I said, I changed. And I wasn't always, you know what I'm saying, the way I am. I had to learn the lesson. And so I give people that same grace, you know. But once you show me that you ain't changed, first of all, when a person open their mouth and speak, it's going, if you got good intuition, you know what I'm saying, you got real good intuition, and a person open their mouth and speak, you're gonna know right off the real what they coming with, what they want and what they don't want. Okay? They're not gonna be able to trick you from the moment they open their mouth. They won't be able to trick you. The first conversation, you gonna know what type of time that person on. Okay? So it's like you don't even have to waste no time for real with this person because you already know what they on. But sometimes, you know, a joker might say something, hit you right here. You know what I'm saying? Right here. Might hit you right there with it. And then boom. Here y'all go. Off on a new journey. Okay? But I love y'all. And I thank y'all for tuning in. Okay? To the ones who crossed the line of no return, fuck them. Leave them where they at. But to the ones, okay, who just a misunderstanding and circumstances and situations, okay, just pay attention when they come back. So you're a Pisces driven by loyalty. So when betrayal takes place, it's a wrap. Thank God for showing me and leading me away because I was under the attack. It was under attack. That's facts. That's facts. You know what I'm saying? You never want to stay in a situation where it's toxic. You know what I'm saying? That's never good. You never want to stay in a toxic situation. Ever. It doesn't matter what the circumstances is. Like, sometimes, you know, people stay in situations because they got kids or for monetary reasons or whatever the case is, and they can't just leave like that. But baby, as soon as you can get up out of there, get up out of there. Get up out of there. Cause some people, they like, they ain't got no soul or something. You know what I'm saying? It said, I'm a runner, I'm a track star. She gonna run away when it gets hard. She can't take the pain, she can't get scarred. I know that's real. No more scars, please. No more scars, please. You know, now it's a time for people to come in that's gonna actually, you know, give you the shea butter to help heal some of them scars. Okay, where's my shea butter brother? Okay. Said, treat me right or go away. Okay, looking for a shea brother. Okay, come heal these scars, baby. All right. Because you already had to do the healing. He just putting the shea butter on, baby. He just putting the shea butter on. He gonna make you forget about them scars. You gonna forget about them scars. Look, just like my scar on my face, y'all. I had to get 14 stitches from the corner of my eye all the way to here. I did. But shoot, I be forgetting I have a scar sometimes. I be forgetting until I look in the mirror and I be like, oh yeah, I got a scar right there. They say every scar tells a story. Now that was one of the ones. I had somebody. I had somebody who went past the point of no return. Okay, King of Cups in a reverse. Somebody who was extremely toxic. Okay, and childish. I got headbutted. Actually, is what happened. I got headbutted. I did. You said YouTube by your mouth. Well, thank you, Gigi. I am, because I could have, ain't no telling what could have happened. I could have passed out. Ain't no telling how crazy that man was. He might have would have took my body and buried me in the woods or something. Okay? Because, baby, we was in the country. Yes. He was extremely emotionally and verbally abusive. And then one day, it escalated. And I got headbutt. But he is now. You know what I'm saying? You know? And oh my gosh, I had the biggest argument with some people because when he actually did die, I was like, thank God. You know what I'm saying? They was like, you don't thank God for that. Don't thank God. I was like, you don't even understand why I'm thanking God for this. He said, out in the country where nobody can hear you scream type shit. Oh, gee. Yeah, it was crazy. Oh, it happened when you was little. 7-Eleven on the clock. Oh, yes. Yeah, I could have. It was crazy. Said, ding the Gigi, stop. Oh, and the crazy thing about it, this person was found dead in their backyard in front of the doghouse. Crazy. I was just like, wow. He was definitely a dog. He was definitely a dog. And that's not even it, y'all. Like, the man was killed by his own kid. He was killed by his own kid. So, you know, dead with the dog. Killed by his own child. Got a brain blowed out by his own kid. No. I wasn't doing readings around that time. Actually, I just started last year. I just started doing readings. Like, actually, my first reading was like fall of last year. Or was it June? Or was it July? It was around this time last year that I actually started reading. Yeah, it be your own people. But I'm like, wow, I wonder what it was that he did to make his own kid, you know what I'm saying, blow his brains out. Yes. And it's like after that, but this happened, this was some years ago when he passed. Like, I ended up getting married after him and everything. Cause I stopped dealing with that guy in like 2012. I want to say I stopped dealing with him in 2012. Yep, he was crazy. He was crazy. It was this whole thing, y'all. It was this whole thing. It was crazy. It was so crazy. I'm gonna have to tell it one day, but it was crazy. It really was. He said, was I having a lot of dreams around that time? You know what? I don't remember. Because I always dreamed, but I didn't like, I wasn't like, I used to try to like interpret my dreams and stuff or whatever, but I wasn't just like into the spiritual thing. Cause around that time I wasn't in the church. I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? When I was dealing with him, I hadn't been into church or read the Bible or anything like that since I was a teenager or something. So it had been well over 10 years since I had read the Bible. I was just living life. Says, so what, they send in another handler or nah? Because they keep sending me handlers and I keep sending them back rebuked because I don't know how good he looked 3D. Say, you don't care how good he look. Ooh. If you calling them handlers, I've not. Now, I did end up getting married or whatever after all that craziness. It was so crazy, y'all, because the thing is, he ended up sleeping with my cousin or whatever, right? Because I didn't, after he split my face, I didn't leave him. I didn't. It's an old friend of yours kept trying to reconnect with you. You're not trying to reconnect with your past. You feel like you'll be moving backwards by doing that. You should ask him why. Ask him why. Why do you want to reconnect with me? Like, why? What's the purpose? That's what I do. I ask people questions. Like, you say you want to be back in my life, but why? Like, I still feel the way I felt that led to us splitting in the first place. So, and do you still feel the same? Yeah, you do? Okay, well, you still feel the same. I still feel the same. That means ain't nothing changed. So if nothing ain't changed, then it's gonna be the same thing. So what's the purpose? Folks, they can't stand me sometimes. So you barely recall your dreams now. You seem to have more monitoring spirits stalking my dream. You caught one a few weeks ago. You just walked away out of your bedroom. You actually have kicked ass in dream realm. I went through a period where I wasn't dreaming. Like, I would go to sleep, I would wake up, it would be nothing. Like, I didn't have a dream. I don't remember dreaming. I just remember waking up from blackness. You know what I'm saying? But what I did, cause like it didn't sit right. It kind of spooked me a little bit, if I'm being honest, because I was always a dreamer. You know what I'm saying? I was always a dreamer. I always remember having dreams since I was a kid. I've had dreams, and they be coming true too. But I was always a kid who had dreams. So growing up, I knew I was gonna have a dream, right? And so, yeah, it's like stuff would happen in dream, then happen in real life. The first time it happened, it scared me. I ain't gonna lie. It scared me. Like, I was so spooked. Y'all, I was so spooked because it happened just like the dream. And I was just like, oh my God, like, do I tell somebody? Like, I don't want nobody to think I'm crazy. Like, I kept it to myself. And then come to find out, man, I'm not the only one. I wasn't the only one. But back then, nobody talks about spiritual stuff and stuff like that and all that. So I just went with it. I just kept it to myself. You said you could read through Egun. Isn't that like what's Egun? That's like is that a Orisha or something like that? He used to talk to your cousin-in-law, so I want no parts, even though I don't deal with her on no levels. Oh. My sister told me, because I was like, my friend start talking to her ex, like, that's trifling. You know what I'm saying? You don't talk to your friend ex. You don't talk to your ex-girlfriend, best friend, you know what I'm saying? Even if they ain't friends no more. But my sister was like, you can miss out on your blessing just because somebody was with somebody else. It was like, you just never know. Like, but basically she was saying, like, don't miss out on your blessings just because somebody was with somebody you know. Okay. I feel you, eyes. Yeah, to each his own. But when she told me that, I was kind of shocked. I was like, really? Because I never thought about that. I never thought about it from that perspective, I'll say. He said, yeah, because you don't be around her. He said, Egun would expose to you in dreams. I ain't never know or even met, but plotted on me. Oh, she not your real cousin. Hey, Frank. Hey. But yeah. But the crazy thing is, like, after that, I ended up moving to Louisiana with them, and that's when I found out about him and my cousin. And we came back to Bama, and I was like, you're not going back with me. You're not going back with me. But he plotted against me or whatever, and got my sister to let him back and stuff like that or whatever. Whole shit show. Like, so much drama went down in Louisiana. But long story short, I came back to Montgomery. And then I ended up being single for a while. And then I met my ex-husband. And we were married for 7 years. I was married for 7 years. Was it a good marriage? It wasn't a bad marriage, I'll say. I felt like it was good, like, as far as like us working together and working with his kid, and you know what I'm saying, working with the crazy baby mama. I felt like we did a good job of that. But I feel like the intimacy between he and I suffered a lot because of all the other things we were making sure was straight. And it was just kind of one of those things where, you just kind of drift away from a person because, when you don't have that intimacy with each other, is, in a marriage, like, nah. Like, we ain't really spending no time together for real. We ain't really doing stuff together for real. You working like a dog. I'm working like a dog. You know what I'm saying? Got the Wheel of Fortune here. But, there's going to be a fortunate change Frank, how are you today? Yeah. It's just one of those things. Like I enjoy being with him. I ain't even gonna lie. I enjoyed being with him because he was fun. He was funny or whatever. But it just I don't feel like it was enough of us to actually like because it felt like more of a roommate than an actual husband. You know, so we would have been great roommates, but you know, we were husband and wife. So I didn't feel like we was like how you would think a married couple would be, right? It was very unconventional, which I didn't mind that part. I didn't mind that part, the unconventionalness of it. I didn't mind the fact that I didn't mind the fact that our marriage wasn't like every other marriage. Like I like that part about it. Okay. Like we didn't have any boundaries or roles, right? That each one of us played is like we just worked together to get shit done. That was like the best thing about it. And we were able to, build a pretty lucrative situation for ourselves for a while though. So it was good, but I understand. Yeah, it definitely was more of a business situation. So you feel like being around certain people affect money. I just be in the house away from people business partnership. Yeah, it kind of did feel like a business partnership. And I definitely felt like his personal secretary sometimes. But it is what it is. He found what he wanted and I got what I wanted. I wanted to be free and I got my freedom and now he's happily married. Well, I don't know if he happily married, but he's married to somebody else, you know? So I can't, what I'm saying? It is what it is. I would say it wasn't a bad marriage. It was a marriage I learned from. I learned more about myself. I learned that, yeah, I wanted to be married. Yeah, I enjoyed being in a marriage. Yeah, I enjoyed the what's the word I'm looking for? I enjoyed the fact that we could work together. I enjoyed the fact that he listened to me, you know what I'm saying? And without being so egoic, he wasn't a person who had ego. And I think that was the thing I liked the most about him. He didn't have a big ego. Yeah, we were good companions. We were great companions, but we weren't really like lovers. I loved him, but we weren't like lovers. I wasn't in love with him, but I loved him. That I can say. We were great companions, great companions. But now he doing his own thing, and I ain't mad at it. Do you, bro? Because, like I said, he got what he wanted, and I got what I wanted. you know? And I'm happy being single, or sometimes I meet people, I may talk to somebody for a spell, but once they start talking about something I don't want to hear, or once I don't like a certain behavior pattern, I'm out of there. Like, out of there, okay? With the quickness. So people I've been talking to, that I've come across, some of the people, is like, okay, after him, like I wasn't really in a relationship or whatever after him, but I did eventually get into one. It was about a year or so after him or whatever, about a year after I ended up in a relationship. I started talking to this girl, and I mean, I started talking to her, but it didn't last long or whatever, because she wasn't really ready for a relationship, not a serious one anyway. So I let her go back in the field and play or whatever. But we were like on and off, on and off, on and off for so long. until I just had to be like, you know what? No, if we not gonna be in a consistent situation, then I don't want to deal at all. So that was a wrap. So when we would have like long spells in between, it'd be like 3 months, 6 months, really like 3 months at a time, 6 months, whatever the case was. So yeah, so your ex says a relationship is a business. Poor thing, he know not what he did. I'm weak. I mean, the thing is, it technically it is, but at the same time, that's not all it is. It's more than just a business partnership. It's business, it's lovers, it's friends, it's companions, it's family, okay? It's besties, it's all that in one, okay? It's all that in one. Nurse, doctor, it's all that in one. Laundromat, operator, it's everything in one. So, yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. I like this deck. I only pulled 3 cards out of here, but I like it.
I've been working.
Ooh.
To get them numbers freehand like that.
That's nice. That's gonna be so nice. Like really, really. And I'm glad you went with the yellow. It pops nicely. Good job.
Just wearing myself out of my bed. To get them numbers like that. Oh. When it came to the writing, fuck it, that's my handwriting.
It looks good. I mean, you got nice handwriting though. Yeah. You know, you write pretty. It's a girl at my job. She write like my sister. Stressed out.
Oh, yes. So I had to take my earbud out of my ear. That's just how.
But yes, y'all. You been working.
I'm sorry to disturb y'all.
But yeah, but I came across some crazy folks. Said what's funny part is now after all the attacks and plots, I can't see myself with a man either. Guess it's gonna take a strong soul to manage damaged goods. I hear you, Gigi. And you know what? The thing is, since I was young, you know, like I've liked girls since I was in elementary school, but the thing is, I never like acted on it. So I would just look, but I wouldn't touch. You know what I'm saying? And then when I was in junior high school, I had my first experience. I think I was in like the 7th grade, the 8th grade. I don't remember how old I was. I don't remember. But I had my first experience with a girl. You know, I kissed a girl and I liked it. Type, you know what I'm saying? So the thing is, I don't know. Like, I didn't want anybody to know that I like girls, I guess. So I hid it. And because I like both. I like men and I like women for different reasons. And then the guy would be like, oh, so if I let you get a girlfriend, that means we gonna get to da 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 da. And I was like, he said, I must have been a man in your past life. You know what? I thought about that because I was like a whole tomboy growing up. Like, I used to be out there playing football, knocking niggas over, like, all type shit. All type shit. I might have been a man in my past life. And then just the way that I am, like, you know what I'm saying? I told him, like, bitch, I'll take care of you. Like, what you talking about? But now it's like, okay, I'm more feminine now than I was then or whatever. But I like, and I think most of that come from my marriage, because he did take, he took care of me, you know, as far as like, what am I trying to say? Like whatever I asked him for, I could get. You know what I'm saying? If I asked him for something, I knew I could get it from him without hesitation. Yes, like a soft era. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm monitoring the finances, so it's like I know what I can and can't ask for, so I'm not gonna ask him for something that I know he can't afford to pay for, because that's gonna make him feel inadequate. So I had a big thing about not making my man feel less than a man. Like I want my man to feel like he is the shit. Okay? And I did that. I did that so much so to the point where he went over there. He went over there because somebody else seen it too. You know what I'm saying? When you have that different confidence about yourself, you start drawing the flies. Okay? mm, mm, mm. But yeah, man. Say amen. Yeah, Lord. Mm-mm-mm. And then the same thing with my ex-girlfriend. Like, even though you a stud, it's like, girl, you my man. So I want you to feel, that. You know what I'm saying? And so I made her feel the same way. Same shit. Next thing you know, now you want to go play in the field because now you feeling yourself. It's like, dang, like I must be doing one hell of a job, or I'm doing too good of a job. Like, come on, what is it? What is it? Because I don't have time for these folks who want to play. Because I don't play with churn. Okay? I don't play with churn. So I fight kids. I don't play with churn. And though I used to tell my nieces and nephews, I fight kids. I don't play with churn. They ain't stopped them. They still try to beat on me. And they still try to beat on me. But yeah, I'm about to get ready and get off of here. I pulled the business somewhere, but really it's on my time. But I kind of gave myself a time frame. But if y'all knew me, I'm always on my own time. I ain't gonna hold you. Oh, and it boils some people blood when you don't have an urgency for them. When you don't have an urgency for people, they don't like that. They get mad when you don't move how they want you to move, when they want you to move that way. Whew. I'm gonna get out of here. I enjoy talking to y'all though. Y'all be having me rolling. Really, really. Really, really. Really, really. Yes, sir. And this new deck is just so pretty. If y'all do tarot, get one of these, okay? It's beautiful. Oh. Yes, Gigi. I have most certainly enjoyed your energy. Okay, we got the Magician. Why the Magician want to pop out all of a sudden? Okay. Who knows? Bring that magic. Welcome to the magical world of beauty. Will you always get the messages that you need? That's how I'm gonna start me an intro. Welcome to the magical world of beauty, where you always get the messages that you need. So what's the message for today, Spirit? It's about your best friend. Who's a narcissist? Ooh. Uh-oh. Let me stop tripping. But thank you guys. I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm outie.